had an online race in GT7 in one of their lobbies, and it actually, I think tactically went as best as I could make it. I didn't win. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to give you false hopes that I won this race, but I think I had a superb race here. There's one moment where I need to get your feedback if you think about something that happened with me, whether you think I was in the right or wrong. Love to hear what your thoughts are, but in the meantime, she'll crack on and rather than commentate, I'll just describe what was going through my thought process at the time during the race. So coming up to the start here, I'm in the 4GT. I love the 4GT, really like it. I know it's not the best car, but it does seem to have its qualities. One of them's tyre wear, it's good at that. It seems to be good in the second and third gear area, but it doesn't have quite the grunt from a starting position. But anyway, here we go. The race is on. To be honest, first corner, it's just survive. Hence, I go inside line here to make sure I'm not bundled. And remember, there's a bit of a kerfuffle. Just at that bit there, I thought that guy was going to take me, but no, I managed to hang on to 14th. Some other guys ahead start falling off, as we'll soon see. So I managed to pick up some cheap places. But I'm right behind Tadjiman 22 in that Porsche there. And there goes one guy. That's Riddle. Yep, I watched a replay there. One guy just spun it at the exit. And I come up to this course. So I'm now going two places from two people falling off. Trying to stick to the back end of that Porsche. Keeping it inside here to make sure the Spaniard behind me doesn't get my position. But he was very, very feisty, that Spaniard. Pushed himself wide there to try and get past him, but he did really well in that Peugeot to get past me. I'm trying not to lose places here, but that Dr. Mox gets it wrong, which just allows me to get back up to 12th after dropping that slot to the Spaniard. Hit my mark here, back them up a little bit to make sure I stay on the slipstream with the Spaniard in front. So that one I've gained 2 places. Oh no, I think I might get another one actually. I think there's a guy gone wide. Yeah, this Jag's gone wide. Side by side with the Jag. Gained 3 places in that one. Now, it's very conscious of if he was going to dive bomb me into turn 1. It doesn't. And hold, just keep it tight on the inside and get a good exit here. And actually don't quite get as good as I should have done. This just allows this Italian to close back up on me into one of the biggest overtaking positions down here. He thinks about it, he backs out of it. So I'm now up to 10th. That's 4 places in 1 lap, and I'm just starting to settle down into the race. I'm looking at that group of cars up in front, and I'm starting to close in on L4, it's 1863. Battle with him, as you'll see later on in the race, and I'm catching up through the infield section. Starting to think, shall I go for a very early stop to try and get some clear air? Because I can see the gaggle in front. You can see they're coming into that last corner. They're all bunched up, they're all squabbling. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to come in from 10th. I think one of the guys up in that group of 5 in front of me does the same in the Porsche. But as I pitted, I'm behind L Force and that Tajimal 22, which we so better use it as a reference. So I come into the pit. So sometimes you've got to drop me way down the field. So we just watch what's going on with some of the other Muppets up front. So there was a couple of good battles up here going on. Guy in that Ferrari, I think he has an incident a bit later on, and he's going to have another incident there now. He's that's done the same thing. That's what the incident on lap 1 was. Guy went wide. Yep, there we go. He gets punted by Riddle. He's now dropped down to 10th. There's our friend L Force. There's L Force. 7th. Tajamel, who was I was trying to follow in 6th. Where am I now? Come back out in 15th of 16th. I've got Super GT Snail just in front. Let's go on board from just a few laps here where I might just forward it through, because all I'm trying to do is just, now I've got clear air, the car just a little bit further in front, let's just pump some lap times in as best I can in this Ford. I haven't got too much pressure from this guy behind. Oh, he's gone very inside there. Does he get a penalty for that? I'd be curious to know if he gets a penalty for that. It looked very like, that's that Spaniard, wasn't it? That guy who overtook me. He's obviously had a moment to drop back behind me, so really I should have been last at this point. He's the guy who overtook me in lap 1. Yeah, I'll punt it forward a few laps. So let's see, what lap time did I do? There was 35.2, 35.5, 34.9. So here we go. Some of the other guys are starting to pit now. Let's go back up to me. So that L Force is pitted. Where's L Force? It's coming out the pits now. So here we go. So I pitted before him, got a couple of laps of clean air in, 3 laps of clean air, and that's put me in front. Here we go. And it's also done me a big favour, because that Porsche behind, sorry, that Spaniard behind, was starting to gain on me. So L Force being behind me now meant that they could squabble a little bit, and I could try and concentrate on getting away. Didn't take any fuel, didn't take any new tyres. As I said, one of the thing about this Ford is it's good on tyre wear. Started to feel it towards the end of the race, just like everyone, but didn't have to worry about tyre wear. And to be honest, all I was concentrating on every single lap was hitting the markers, hitting the apexes as best I could, keep it as clean as I possibly could. And there we go, those two squabbling behind me, just helping me out to try and pull away. So far after the first few pit stops, I'm back down to 12. You see people in front are going to have to pit as well, and you can see those two squabbling behind again. Does me a favour, L Force. And K4. So, just overtaken someone in the pits in the 11th. You can see someone else coming out of the pits there as well. And we're already just about the halfway point. Beautiful looking Ford. Do like this? Do like that livery? It's a Le Mans livery. It's the apex. I remember I couldn't figure out whether to hit the apex or stay wide and get a longer run up here was more beneficial or not. And you can see those two behind, side by side, just doing me a big favour. But I'm starting to close in on a little bit of traffic, I believe. Yeah, you can see the cars up in front. The guy in front is pitted. He hasn't. Super Snail has. So he hasn't. Back with me. Couldn't quite get the hammer down at that corner to full beans it. Pitted this lap or not. Again, trying to be consistent. I did a 36 on my last lap though, so wasn't great. What do I do on this one? And it's a 36, almost identical lap. Not quite pulling away, but you can see I'm out to 11th. There's 2 people in the pits. I now jumped up to 10th. I think I'm just about to get up to Yep, the 10th guy is that Riddle guy who had an instant first lap. And you can see the guy in front of me in 9th has got a 3-second penalty. I'm guessing he got that. Let's have a quick look. Guessing he got that on the pit exit. Or pit entry, one of the two. It's got to be one of the two. Is it pit exit or pit entry? Oh, he's already got it, so it must have been a way in. What does he get wrong here? How does he get this wrong? Is it that line there? Yeah, I think oh, that's a bit harsh. I think he went over the line. Came in from over line. So go back out here. So, here we go, back to me then. Up to 10th now. Now I've got the game set where I can't see people's names and or I can't see if they've got penalties like that. So I didn't realise this guy had a 3-second penalty. I'm racing good position. So it's in the real race. You can see also, this is relevant to the rest of the race, there's a gaggle of drivers now closing up behind me. That Riddle guy is quite fast. And we know, and that Peugeot guy is quite nippy as well, but he's a bit too leery. Air Force was the guy that was in front of me when we came into the pits. When we come out the pits, I managed to get some laps in before he came out, so I managed to get the position without having to overtake him on the track. Right, so here we go. That guy slows down, so I'm now up to 9th. In the best looking car on the track, I have to say. And now there's 4 people in a gaggle behind me. Come back to me. There we go. So I'm now up to 7th after I've passed 2 other people in the pits. I've pitted, so I don't have to worry about pitting anymore. Come out here thinking, oh blimey, 7th. I can see the group of cars up in front as well. I'm starting to think, I wasn't thinking podium, but I was thinking this is getting interesting. Properly in the mix of this now. Those 3 laps from lap 3, 4, 5 and 6 when I did my fastest lap, all nice drifting there from me sideways through that corner. Has gained me so many positions by getting a bit of clean air and just having a good run on fresh tyres. Nearly went wide then. Fresh tyres. He's leapfrogged me at least one spot, but I think he's doing me well enough for a couple because in that gaggle of cars they're all squabbling. Race leader, that Tajima, that Porsche that I was behind, just coming in. So I'm going to get a good idea now of where my pace might be in this race when that Tajima guy comes out, because he was in front of me again with that Air Force behind. So here we go. Tajima. I've not overtaken him. Coming to turn 1, and you can see now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cars lining up behind me. Where's Tajima? Oh, there he is. He's just out in front. I'll catch right up to him here at this braking point. 6 places just in front of me. And now, to be honest, this is where the race really begins. This is where, and I can still see those other cars up in front as well, so this is where the race really happens. Now, that Porsche, I'm getting really close early on, smelling the exhaust fumes, but I'm also aware that I've made a mistake, and you can see Air Force is right behind me again now, and bringing a whole train of other cars with him. So I need to make sure I'm hitting the racing line in the apexes and not letting that car behind take an opportunity to get in front, because if he does, if he gets in front, I've got a feeling there's going to be a whole load of others coming through. and I get a poor exit from there. Don't get the run that I want, and we've now got L-Force right in my tailpipes. So now I know I wanted to stay in the slipstream of that Porsche, but L-Force is too close, so I'm going defensive here, turn 1. I've practiced braking from turn 1. The L-Force goes around the outside. Great move from L-Force. There's a little bit of side contact there and a little bit more side contact there, but it was all good. And then Riddle, let's go on board with me here. Let's go back, do that sequence again. So there's great driving there from the Austrian. Gets it cleanly done around the outside on me. Nudges me a little bit the second part, but that little drift there for me pushes me a little bit wider than I wanted to, which pushes Ridder off as well. But this is the moment I need to get your opinion of. I'll be honest, this bit coming up was actual self-defense. I wasn't expecting to do this move. It was more of a get out of the way, because I think he braked a bit earlier for me then. I just got out of the way up the inside. There is a bit of contact. We'll watch it from this point of view. He braked a bit earlier than I thought he would. So I just got out of the way and put it up the inside. Did squeeze him? Yeah, there's a bit of contact. I kind of think that was okay. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you thought that move was okay or not. It was a bit cheeky, a little bit naughty, but I didn't really push him wide. He drifted wide. One more look. He kind of like went wide himself. We'll go on board with him here. So he misses his apex here. He's already wide, so I just put my car in the spot where he was trying to go. I think that was okay, because he didn't hit the apex at all. There was a big car gap size, and I was braking already. I had it stopped, but let me know what you think. We can carry on anyway. So I'm back up to 7th after I was cheekily put back to 8th from that L-Force guy. Now you can see, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one not too far away. No, 4 cars right behind me. And we've still got 3 laps to go. I'll be honest, my fingers were killing me at this point. My accelerator finger had gone numb. Now I know that if I can get a moment, I can probably... I've done it twice actually in the race. I've caught up to that Tajima guy in front of that Porsche. If I can just get in the slipstream, one, it'll pull me away from the guys squabbling behind me. And as you can see, they're still squabbling. Riddle's gone a bit agricultural there. The M&M's got, is that M&M's or Lego in the... What's Lego? Oh, that's a nice delivery. He's very feisty, that Spaniard, but let's see what happens. So, not got a great light. Oh, there's some tyre screening back there. What was that? Oh, it's the Italians got up into the party now as well. Anyway, I digress. 2 laps to go. I'm reeling in that Porsche in front. I'm starting to... I'm not putting away from L-Force as much as I want, but the L-Force is pulling away from... I can see that he's pulling away from the other guys as well. Get a little bit sideways as I'm starting to feel the lack of grip. I know that guy in front, Tajima, was losing his grip as well. I can see him losing his grip, but there's me. There's a distance to myself in 6th place. Remember, I started 14th in this race, and I'm looking at 6th place, really hoping I can just get a bit closer. At 13, broken away now, feeling a little bit safer about 7th and 8th position. Get it tight here, yeah, I get it tight there, and Tajima doesn't get it tight. Ford's just not quite got the grunt. I do think it handles well though, Ford. I do like the Ford. I think it's a car you can kind of like throw around a lot and not have to worry too much. And then, like I said, the tyre wear is good. So I think if you can do what I'm trying to do this race and just keep it consistent and clean, it's going to serve you well, especially on longer races like this. The tyre wear comes into effect. Very user friendly, I think is what I'm saying. Waffling a bit here for this lap. This is the penultimate lap, but there's still stuff going on. Still stuff to happen for the last lap. I'm still near the second down, but obviously the tyre wear's playing a factor. Now you can see I'm just not close enough. I need to be just about half a second further up the road to get the slipstream of that car. But it's not over yet. A lap to go. Still some shenanigans going up in front. I desperately try to get a bit close at turn one. I outbrake myself a little bit too much, and Tajma got it wrong. But this guy comes into play. So GT Super Snail has a moment here with the German. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what he was doing, but we go on board with Tajma, and you can see that this guy is slow right up. Tajma's not really sure which way to go. Has to back right out of it. Goes through. But now with those two squabbling up front, means I can now get back into and join the party with only a lap to go. Can I close the gap? You can see it really close to the back end of that Porsche at the beginning of the infield section. All I'm thinking is just keep it tidy, keep it neat. And if I get a chance to be in the slipstream at the last corner, I've got a good chance. And you can see the guy goes wide. I actually briefly take sixth position for a moment as I try to go around the outside. Can't quite do it. And here we go, last corner time. Not quite as close as I want to be, but I get a good exit. And he doesn't. Can I get into sixth place? Can I get there? Running out of road in this slipstream, desperately trying to catch up. No, not enough. But anyway, I'm still going to be very happy with that. 14th place on the grid to 7th. A clean race. I will take that any day. That was good fun. Anyway, cheers for watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.